Good morning, class 5. We are on chapter number 12, light and shadows. So we have read about the materials and light. So today we are going to study the new topic, that is shadows. How shadow is formed. You have seen your shadows on the walls, on the ground. You have seen the shadows of different objects like of trees. How they are formed, that we'll study today. Let's come to page number 153 of your book. Topic shadow. When a translucent or an opaque object is placed before a source of light, a dark spot is formed on the side opposite to the source of light. The dark spot is formed because translucent objects block sunlight, opaque objects block the light completely. The dark spot formed by a translucent or an opaque object when it blocks light is called shadow. So better suppose there is one source of light. Suppose sun is there. On the next side, tree is there. Light is coming from the sun and falling on the tree. Tree is an opaque object. Here can be translucent object, here can be opaque object. This is the sun. Now you see the tree, it is blocking the light that is coming from the sun. So completely blocking the light, light cannot pass through it and it will not go to the other side. So when the light is blocked by the opaque object, then shadow of that object is formed. Now on the right hand side, shadow of the sun tree is formed on the opposite side of the light source. Light जहां से आ रही है, ट्री जो है वो opaque object है आपका, उसमें से light pass नहीं हो सकती. So that is why the light is not passing, because and then the shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light source. जब light ही नहीं pass होगी तो क्या दिखेगा next side पे? So उस object की क्या हो जाएगी? Shadow form on the opposite side of the light source. इस side light source है, shadow जो है वो आपकी opposite side है. Here it is the shadow form. ये shadow है जो tree की बनी है. Transparent objects do not form shadows as they do not block light. We know that transparent objects are the objects through which the light passes through clearly. Completely, the light completely passes through them. So they do not form any shadow. Shadows are formed by the translucent objects or opaque objects. Translucent objects, they pass light but to some extent. Opaque objects, they do not pass light. So they both form the shadows. There are three things needed for a shadow to form. Which are the things needed for a shadow to form? First is a source of light. This is the source of light. A translucent or an opaque object. Any object should be there. This is the opaque object. A surface on which the shadow can be formed. A surface. Here the shadow is formed on the earth, on the ground. So a surface should be there. Surface can be ground, surface can be a wall. On the wall shadow can be formed or any other surface. So there are three things that are required for the formation of shadow. One is source of light. Second one is an opaque or translucent object. And the third one is the surface on which the shadow is formed. So this was about the shadow, how shadow is formed. Next topic is फीचर्स ऑफ शैडो. क्या क्या फीचर्स हैं, क्या कैसी होती है शैडो, ऑफ विच कलर इज इट शॉर्ट और इज इट लॉन्ग, दैट आर द फीचर्स ऑफ अ शैडो. First feature is a shadow has following features. A shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light source. For example, if you are facing the light, your shadow will be formed behind your back. If your back is towards the light, your shadow will be formed in front of you. Shadow is always formed on the opposite side of the light source. This is the light source. Suppose here something is lying, कोई object पड़ा है, तो shadow will be always formed on the opposite side of the light source. इस side light source है, तो shadow किस side बनेगी? इस side, on the opposite side of the light source. So this is the first feature of the shadow. Second, a shadow is black even when the object is of any color. Shadow is always of black color. If your object is of red color, if it can be of yellow color, it can be of green color, but shadow is always of black color. Object किसी भी color का हो, but जो shadow बनेगी that is of black color always. Next, a shadow shows only the shape or outline of the object, not the details. Suppose you are standing in front of the sun and suppose right side your sun is there and you are standing over here, your shadow will be formed on the opposite side of the sun. इस side जो है आपकी, suppose this is the sun, here you are standing, shadow will be formed on the opposite side पे बनेगी, and shadow is always formed in the outline. Outline means outline ही दिखेगी आपको shadow में, ये नहीं दिखेगा कि where are your eyes, where is your nose, where is your other features, eyebrows and all that. कोई और चीज नहीं दिखेगी, shadow में सिर्फ outline ही दिखेगी. Suppose किसी tree की shadow बन रही है, ट्री की आउटलाइन ही दिखेगी कि कैसा ट्री है, उसके लीव्स नहीं दिखेंगे अलग अलग शेडो में. सो शेडो इज ऑलवेज फॉर्म्ड, इट ऑलवेज फॉर्म्स आउटलाइन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट, नॉट द अदर फीचर्स. कोई और फीचर नहीं दिखेगा आपको, आउटलाइन ही दिखेगी. लास्ट इज इट, सॉरी दिस इज द लास्ट ओनली. The size of the shadow depends on the distance between the object and the source of the light. It also depends on the distance between the object and the surface where it is formed. Shadows formed by the sun are long during early mornings and evenings and shortest at noon. So size of the shadow depends upon the distance between the light source and the object. कि जो light source है and object है आपका, उसके बीच में कितना distance है, उसके ऊपर depend करता है कि what is the size of the shadow. This distance matters, this is the object, and this distance also matters. Distance between the light source and the object, and distance between the object and the surface on which the shadow is formed. दोनों के ऊपर depend करेगा कि what is the size of your shadow. And shadows, they are always long in the mornings and evenings and always short at noon, because at noon the sun is at the top of your head. That is why shadows, they are always shortest at noon. These are the features of the shadows. Next come, let's remember page number 154. Let's complete, let's remember. Page number 154. Let's remember. First, shadow is shortest at this time of the day. I have told you shadow is always shortest at the noon. Number two, a clear glass is kind of dash material. That is the transparent material. Clear glass, जिसमें से light pass कर सकती है, that is the transparent material. Next, this is a natural source of light. That is the sun is the natural source of light. Number four, a shadow is formed in this color. Shadow is always formed in black color. Number five, a shadow is formed in this direction of the light source, opposite direction of the light source. Number six, cardboard doesn't let light to pass through because it is opaque. Number seven, butter paper allows some amount of light to pass through it, thus it is translucent. As translucent objects, they allow some light to pass through them, not the whole light to pass through them. First noon, second transparent, third sun, fourth black, fifth opposite, sixth opaque, and seventh is translucent. Next, come to page number 155. Fill in the blanks. That is Phillips. collapse. We dash see objects in the absence of light. We cannot see objects in the absence of light. Dash objects form shadows. Opaque. Number 3. The color of the shadow of an object is dash black. Number 4. A shadow is formed on the dash side of the light source. That is opposite side of the light source. And number 5. The length of the shadow dash during the day. It changes during the day. First cannot, second opaque, third black, fourth opposite, and fifth changes. These were fill in the blanks. Next true false will continue in the next lecture. So it's enough for today. Complete them in your books. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.